just south of the Arctic Circle in Yellowknife in the Northwest Territories of Canada, and this is home to things like ice pilots and ice road truckers, so it's a cold place. So much so in the winter, the lakes freeze over and they put roads across them so that they can take equipment and people to communities that are otherwise cut off during the summer. We're here to see how you put in an ice road. We're going to put in our own, in fact. And even more excitingly, potentially, as a world first, we believe, we're going to film the car, a VW Tiguan, from underneath the ice. And we found a guy who's just a little bit mad enough to try it.
The key is to obviously do it very safe. You know, we cut holes that are big enough to put 2 divers in and out in case you have to put a rescue diver in the water. We're always tethered back to the surface. One of the keys here is we want to make sure that the ice is absolutely as clear as we can possibly get it, because we're shooting the vehicles in this case at the surface. So what we're doing today is we're making sure we clear away any residual snow that's there, taking a little bit of warm water with a broom, placing that water on top of the ice, brushing it around to keep it as smooth as possible, and we're getting really good results in this case. And one of the challenges we always have is be able to identify the vehicle from depth, make sure we can see it, what it is, and even what color it is.
We knew that there was basically enough ice out here. Then we came out on our own and we used a drill, and you have to drill every 30 meters if you don't have ground penetrating radar. So we just come out here with skidoos and drilled 23 holes in half a kilometer. So quite a few holes we had to drill. There's a couple spots that are only 14 inches, but we're up to 17 for the most part on this pond.
There's like a formula online where you can kind of see ice thickness to weight ratio. Depends on what pieces of equipment are out there, right? If you have 4 wheels, the down pressure is very different than something, say, on tracks, like a snowcat or something like that.
Once we do that calculation, we'd find something like a Tiguan could theoretically be supported probably by 7 or 8 inches of ice. But in order to be safe, you'd go quite a bit thicker than that, so 17 would be a reasonable measurement.
Let's make it happen. Could be minus 30 with 3 feet of nice.
How warm was it in LA yesterday, Jackson?
Yeah, I didn't need to hear that.
Good. I think we got some good footage. It's cold, but margarita time. You know, if it were easy, everybody'd be doing it, right? I mean, right now we've got cameras frozen, we've got, you know, scuba units frozen. It's a challenging environment to work in.
So I think we got what we wanted. Bill managed to get under the ice. He got the shots that we were after of the VW Tiguan going across the surface of the lake, which is probably the first proper ice road to go in this part of Canada this year.